Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel, and welcome to another video. This is gonna be some more, chill, laid back, tranquilo Tyler today. I'm just tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. I honestly was going to live stream in like an hour. Was going to live stream in an hour. My kind of like hot take live reaction to the upcoming New Japan Pro Wrestling Conference. Talk to you guys for a little bit. But I just got home from work like an hour ago, and I took a shower. I'm ready to go in my bed and just like hit the lights and be out. But I wanted to get this video up before I go to sleep. So, as you guys already know, I'm sure all of you already know at this point, but WWE just released 4 wrestlers that were under contract with them. Those 4 men being Connor and Victor of the Ascension, Cara, and Luke Harper. Now, a lot of people have been kind of wondering why Mike Kanellis was not released with them, and it's easy to say. Mike Kanellis had time to, think about whether he wants to re-sign with the company back when, before he asked for his release. His contract was coming up. He and Maria, they were talking about it. They were fawning on Twitter and whatnot. And then, what did they do? They re-signed with the company. At the end of the day, they re-signed, 5-year contracts with the company after knowing what they were getting into with their first run, and his wife had buried him on TV every week, and the push and lack thereof of Mike Kanellis, and they re-signed. Okay, well, good for you. I'm happy that you're getting the money, but whatever you want to do with your life. And then, a month or two later, the dude fucking decides for his release. It's like, well, bro, you re-signed with the company. The same company has been treating you like trash. I don't know. Are you expecting a sympathy card from me? Because you ain't getting it. I don't know where else you're getting it from, but you ain't getting it from me. But that being aside, I don't know. I honestly see why they did release Mike Kanellis. It's his own fault. He shouldn't have signed a contract. He's going to have to wait it out and hope maybe they're nice enough to release him sometime in the near future. But if not, he's going to be there for however long he signed on for. But to get back into the topic of the 4 men who've been released, Luke Harper, it was a long time coming. Luke Harper has not been a big deal in WWE. Really? Has he? I don't even think Luke Harper's really ever been a big deal, though. I mean, think about it. Think about the rehash of his career real quick in WWE. He came in with the Wyatt family alongside Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan, and they were banded together for a good, 4 years? They banded in 2013. They were together in 2014. They were together in 2015. I think Bray Wyatt distanced himself from them. Yeah, 2015, they didn't break up, but they were, distancing themselves from each other. Luke Harper had a little IC run. He feuded with Dolph Ziggler. Got a good little mid-card run for himself there in 2015. Then he went back to, I think, teaming with Bray shortly after. He went to teaming with Eric. I don't know what the fuck. He was a tag team wrestler for most of his career. Then in 2017, he teamed up with Bray again, and he started feuding. Don't mind me, I'm charging my phone. And started feuding with Randy Orton. Well, not feuding. Bray was feuding Randy Orton during WrestleMania 33, and Luke Harper was kind of intertwined with that. He was just kind of, sort of involved. He would be ringside, and he would taunt Randy Orton. He would hit him sometimes, and at times he was all frustrated with Bray Wyatt. It's okay, are they doing something with Luke Harper? And then Randy Orton beat him on Fastlane or something, and then that was kind of it. He wasn't involved in WrestleMania or anything, and then he started teaming up with Eric Rowan. They became the Bludgeon Brothers, and then they did their thing for a good year or two, and then Luke Harper just stopped being on TV after he asked for his release for months and months and months and months and months. Then he came back and started teaming with Eric Rowan again, and now he's no longer on TV again for weeks and weeks and weeks. You don't see Luke Harper. It's well, bro, y'all obviously have no plans. They never. I am convinced that aside from 2015, they never had plans to do anything with Luke Harper. They had him to be background for Bray Wyatt. Same like Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan, they try to push him for whatever reason. They see all the talent in Bray Wyatt, which I see why. Braun Strowman, which I see why when they're not fucking doing him dirty, which is all the fucking time. And Eric Rowan, who I've never really been a big fan of his in-ring work, because I always found him kind of bland. But Luke Harper, who arguably is the better wrestler out of all 4 of them, is always the one that's just getting dicked over. He's never getting anything. And yeah, he has a good match here and there, but no one ever remembers it because he's not pushed enough for you to really even remember he's on the roster. So, I don't blame him for asking for release. He can go somewhere else and do way better. I mean, how old is the guy? Like, he's got to be in his late 30s. Maybe early 40s. I don't even know. He's not young. I know that much. He could be doing way better somewhere else. So, when they released him, I was literally happy when I heard they released him. Like, finally, he could go take his talents somewhere else. Question is, where does he go? And I'll get to that a little bit at the end of this video. But now let's get into the Ascension. With the Ascension, it's kind of weird because when they came into WWE, they were in NXT. Now, they were in NXT when I started watching NXT, which is 2014. And I remember they were the unstoppable, unbeatable tag team in NXT. No one could stop them. They had the whole yeah thing. And it was entertaining. They were running through every single tag team until they were beaten by like Kalisto and Sin Cara. Ironically enough, they were beaten by Sin Cara and Kalisto. And then they went to the main roster, and it was the end of their careers up until that point. Like, literally, they went to the main roster. I don't remember them ever getting pushed on the main roster, like, ever. Like, maybe for the first few weeks. Maybe the first few weeks, they gave them some wins. But literally, after that, dead in the water. Never got a big push. Never was featured on TV in a prominent role. Nothing. They had a bit of a little faction with Stardust in like 2016, but other than that, nothing. And it's just travesty because I know, they're not the best tag team in the world. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like they were like, the fucking DX of our time, or they were the Von Erichs of 2010s. Like, they weren't. They were just a nice brute tag team. Like, they were a lot better than them, but they had something to offer, and I don't think we ever got a chance to see that. It was kind of unfair to them. It always made me wonder why they never went back to NXT. Like, obviously, if you weren't going to do anything with them, just fucking send them back. And they never did. So I see why they got released, and I was happy when they got released. And then the last guy was Sin Cara. Sin Cara, this isn't the Sin Cara that's always been in WWE. Like, back in 2011, that was Mystico Sin Cara. This is Hunico Sin Cara. I believe he started to take the role in 2015. He took the role after they released, like, Mystico Sin Cara, which is, I think, like, 2015 or 2016 is when he took that role. Sin Cara has never been a top guy, and I don't think he ever will be a top guy. If they reprise the role of Sin Cara and have someone else play the role, he'll still always be lower mid card, always getting jobbed out, maybe get a win here and there, but he was never going to go anywhere near IC, never going to go anywhere near United States, even though he did, like, maybe one time. Never going to Universal, never going to WWE Championship. It was never going to happen, and it's sad to say, like, these guys, they come into this company with high hopes and whatnot, and then you see them, how they're being pushed, and it's like, you're not going anywhere but where you are right now. And it's like, fuck, man, that's gotta be, like, so underwhelming and so hurt, like, so, like, depressing, like, knowing that and I can see why these guys ask for their release. They want to do more, they want to get to a certain level, but it's like, they know in the back of their head, this is what I'm going to be fucking doing for the rest of my career. Just staying in this level here. I'm never going to get to this point. Like, so eventually, he asked for his release, then they granted it, and I couldn't be any happier for these guys. Now the question I'm sure all of you are wondering is, Tyler, where do you see all these guys going? Do you see them going to AEW? Do you see them going to New Japan? Do you see them going to Impact Wrestling or Ring of Honor? Yeah, Ring of Honor. Yeah, okay. Here's what I think. First off, I'm not any of these guys. The only person who truly knows what their future entails are the people who portrayed the characters. I don't know where they're going. This is merely just where I kind of want them to go, where I think they might be best fit. So let's start off with the Ascension. For Connor and Victor, stay together as a package deal. I don't really see them breaking up. I mean, think about it. This is a team, for the last 4 years of their career, have been treated like bottom of the earth, like dirt rubble. Literally, most weeks you never even see them. So who's gonna be excited to see the Ascension in AEW? And I don't want it to make it seem like it's a knock on the guys. Like, it's really, really, really not their fault. But if Ascension goes to AEW, I'm not gonna be excited about it. Like, okay, good for them, they got work. But nobody's gonna be enamored if they go to AEW. If they go to New Japan, it's like, seems a bit out of place to me. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, they could go to Impact, I guess, and that would be like, no, I don't think anybody would be excited. If you ask me, I think they should go back to independent scenes and kind of build their credibility back up, because obviously it's been squandered. Like, it's been squandered, at least from what I'm saying, it's been squandered. Go to the indies, you know, kind of work your way back up and establish a name. Maybe work some not local indies, but, you know, well-known indies like MLW, maybe NWA Power, maybe not under the Ascension gimmick, but NWA Power, and, you know, work your way back up, and maybe in like a year or two, then your name's out there, and people want to see you in AEW. People want to see you on, like, an Impact, or maybe want to even see you back in WWE, and hopefully you don't go back. But that's where I see the Ascension going. For Sin Cara or Hunico, I guess, you know, if he wants to go back to, like, whatever he worked. I don't know what company he previously worked at before WWE. And I don't want to sit here and be that guy to be like, oh, he can always go to AA or CMLL. Like, I mean, I guess he could go to AEW. Like, this is the thing. If the mask comes off, is anyone really going to care that Hunico was going to AEW or this place? Or, like, these are people who've been so hammered down by WWE. The indies will pick them up, and they just gotta work their way back up to credibility. And then at that point in time, people will want them to go other places. And I'm not saying these people don't have fans, these people don't have supporters that will go wherever they go, but in my eyes, and I'm sure in a lot of your eyes, they're not top tier talent that you care to see anywhere. I wish the best for them, but it's just the fact of the matter. And then we get to Luke Harper, who I think, out of the four men, is the most valuable. And my air just turned on. I'm sorry about the background noise. I feel like Luke Harper has the most value because he's been the more well-known name in WWE. I mean, he's part of the Wyatt family, one of the greatest factions of the 2010s. He was a part of some major storylines with the Wyatt family. He was a part of a lot of major matches with the Wyatt family. He's a part of a lot of big matches with Eric Rowan by himself. Like, even though he was never pushed to a major level, a lot of people know the name Luke Harper. You know what I mean? Maybe not Connor Victor, and maybe Sin Cara just slips your mind, but you say Luke Harper, people will know who you're talking about. Luke Harper, if he goes to AEW, I'm sure people are going to cheer. You know, they're going to be happy and elated. I mean, he could go to AEW. I could see that happening. I'd be happy to see Brody Lee in AEW, tear it up down there, see what they could do with him. In New Japan, I feel like he has a style that could work in New Japan, but his aesthetic, I don't know if that will work in New Japan. It's a very weird aesthetic and style to have. What faction would pick him up? Would he be in? He can't be in LIJ looking like that. I don't know if Okada would take him. Maybe Suzuki-gun, because Bullet Club doesn't seem like his fit either. I don't know. Maybe he's a Seki-gun guy and he doesn't have a faction. I don't know. Luke Harper's kind of a tough cookie. Brody Lee, I gotta call him though. I don't think he's going to New Japan, honestly. I could see it maybe working a few shows, maybe some few New Japan from America shows. You know, you got that coming up. Yeah, I could Impact, possibly. You know, hopefully Ring of Honor stays away from him and he doesn't go there because, you know, they're a dumpster fire. But he has options. He doesn't have to go back to the Indies if he doesn't want to. I mean, I think he inevitably will go back to the Indies first. You know, build your credibility up and then sign elsewhere where someone will probably pay a lot of money to have you. Because not only are you popular in the Indies, but you're a former WWE name. He could slap on former IC champion whenever he wants to do signings at conventions. Can't really say the same for the Ascension. Maybe for Sin Cara, who's a former tag team champion and former United States champion, but Luke Harper has the name, so he has a little bit more of a choice. I don't want to say choice because that sounds rude. He has a little bit more of a path to go down as opposed to the other three, if that makes sense. That's all one man's opinions. Once again, hope I don't sound rude saying any of this shit. This is just my mindset. I hope they all succeed in whatever they do. I will definitely follow where they will be going from here on out. And if they go to AEW New Japan, you'll definitely be hearing me talk about these guys a lot more. But yeah, that was my thoughts on the releases of Luke Harper, Sin Cara, and the Ascension. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know. I love you guys always, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys.